Hey, what's up, y'all? So, I know I look a ratchet mess right now, but I'm tired and I finished another semester and I have 4 classes left. So, I'm almost there. But anyway, y'all, I want to talk to y'all about something, okay? Hear me out. Now, I don't know where all of you guys are from, but in Washington, D.C., there's an epidemic going on right now where there's a lot of young black teens and some even 9 and 10 years old are going missing. Now they're saying that it could be human trafficking, or they're saying that it could be organ harvesting, all kind of stuff. But there's 2 sides of it, and I want you guys to hear me out. When I would say when I was about 15, that's when I woke up to what was going on in the world. You wake up a few different times in your life, but this was my first time waking up. That teenager wake up when you're like, oh, okay, let me try this, let me try that. Or just when you just think you know everything, right? What did Joe Clark say? The problem with teenagers today is that you think you know everything and you don't know shit, right? So I was that girl. I wish to God I can take back the days that I worried my father day in and day out and night in and night out. It was horrible. I don't even want to go into detail about that. But what I will say is this. There are people who get snatched off the streets. But a lot of us, especially young girls, we're curious. We are very, very, very curious. When I was 15, matter of fact, by the time I was 16 and 17, I was already hanging around girls that was over 21 years old, at least 21 years old. So you take from that anything that you need to take from that. And it just might apply. Even at 17 years old, I was already hanging around guys. I went to college for the first time when I was 17. So I was already around older guys. Do you see what I'm saying? But before then, I was already out there in the streets. And a lot of times it's our curiosity that puts us in these situations. This is why a lot of times they don't have to just snatch you off the street. They know that it takes a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they can manipulate you, especially when you start drinking, you start smoking, and you start having sex. So it could be a whole lot of that going on, a lot of curiosity going on. On the other side, Tariq Nasheed, again, he made a point when he said, you know, the crime rates across the country have gone down. So when you see these stories, there's only black men supposedly getting locked up for trafficking girls, prostitution and everything, right? But we all know that prostitution is the oldest one in the book. It's an old profession. There were prostitutes when, hell, the dinosaurs might have been prostituting. You know what I'm saying? It's old. It's an old profession. So now all of a sudden, how else can we get black men? They're not out here killing each other like we say they are. So how else can we get them? Or how else can we get young girls? Because nobody is following through with these stories. I'm going to tell you guys what's happening. They're saying that the girls are going missing, right? Then they'll come back like a week later and say, oh, we found her. But nobody is following through with these stories. Even some of my Facebook friends. Oh, I know that girl, or my friend, that's her daughter, or something like that. But you're not saying, you're not following through. Where did she go? How was she taken? Was she kidnapped? What happened while she was gone? Because, see, these are all the accounts that the white folks get when stuff happens to them. But we're not asking those kind of questions because either we don't want to hear that this girl was out doing whatever she was doing and that's how she got caught up, or we don't want to expose the parents. It's something that I believe that we're hiding. Because we don't need the media to do this. If you guys can continue to get on, do you guys realize that we have our own media? We just haven't built it yet, or we just haven't acknowledged it yet. I can be your media. I can be your media. I'm sitting here telling you now that these black girls are going missing. So I am kind of like your media. So you don't need Fox News, the same people who spread false narratives about you and lie on you every day, to tell your stories, because they're not going to do that. And if they do, they're going to kind of, some black girls gone missing, boom, 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 bam, next story. Y'all want these people to come into the community and put the cameras in your face. Don't you get tired of that? Don't you get tired of the black woman with the scarf on her head crying and boo-hoo crying? Don't you get tired of people saying, well, we don't know what we going to do? Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that. Get that fucking camera out my face. Where's the police at? Where's the politicians at? Where's the NAACP at? Where are the people at that's going to put in the footwork? Fuck your camera. Because I can record and talk on YouTube. So, I mean, come on now. But I want to know what happened to these girls. Now, I'm not saying that they're not being snatched off the street. I'm not saying none of that, but they're all at that age where they were doing what Janae was doing. And I'm not saying all girls are like that, but y'all think about the social media age that we live in now. Men have easy access to these girls. These girls have way more pressure than what I did. I mean, honestly, when I was in high school, you can pick out the girls that, okay, she wear the hair, she wear the nice clothes, she wear this. Now everybody is trying to be that girl. And you know, one of the biggest problems, like I said, when you're 32, which is not old at all. A 32-year-old is 4 years older than me. We can have so much in common. When you have a 32-year-old that already has a 16-year-old, that means that in 2 years, her 16-year-old will be 18 years old. That 16-year-old might be having sex already. That 16-year-old might even have a child. I know 30-something-year-old women, or women who were in their 30s, who are already a grandmother. Some of you all might be that woman, and that's no shade to you, but do you understand why I'm saying that this is a problem? The shit that we set in motion by being so dependent on the government and by allowing the government to basically lock us in the way that they have, it's damaged our people. It really has. We can't grow. We're not learning life experience. You guys don't even know when you're being played and manipulated. And it's sad. It's not about your education. I can be educated all day, but fuck all that. What's going to get me far in this world is common sense. Knowing how to detect their tone, their body language, what it is that they're really saying. I could be saying a whole lot to you without saying nothing at all, or a whole lot more. It's up to you to listen and think and observe. Stop letting people feed you bullshit. Stop letting people play you in one hand and then turn around and, oh, well, we need them. No, this is why a lot of y'all relationships are fucked up. You say, oh, well, this man is playing me, but you do the same thing with your own people, and then you don't understand why. Oh, they're fucking us over, but we need them to tell our stories. Why? And then some of my Facebook friends, they criticize me, and you wanna block me. I'm only trying to help you. At least I have the heart to get on here and talk about these things. All y'all do is bitch and complain on Facebook all day. That's not getting you anywhere. A few statuses on Facebook, that's not helping the world out. People see me making this video. People are going to view this video. This video is going to spread. This message is going to spread. Not your bitch ass Facebook post. Stop it. I don't give a damn how mad you are or anything or how much of a point you think you're making. It is only getting as far as the people on your page. Yeah, people can share it and everything, but I'm tired of people typing bullshit. Be vocal. Be vocal. But I believe that all this is them exposing an ugly truth in our community. So all of these men are black. So now all of a sudden, prostitution and human trafficking has happened. This is nothing new. Trust me, it's nothing new. Prostitution with teenagers is nothing new. I know. I know. I know. So I'm not just going to sit here and get on here and just be mad and just say I'm not. I want you guys to understand what it's like to be a teenager and then everything else that's going on in the world. Y'all not following up with these stories. Stop letting people dump stories into our communities and we just run with it and y'all not doing the research and y'all not investigating. Who are these girls? What school did they go to? If y'all, okay, say a girl name is Ashley Jackson, right? Ashley Jackson is 14 years old and she goes missing, right? Somebody knows what school Ashley Jackson goes to, right? If she really went missing, somebody knows. Y'all said y'all not getting the Amber Alerts, which you should be getting Amber Alerts, but somebody knows something. And don't think for a second that some of these parents are not in cahoots. Y'all, we have raised a dangerous generation, last few generations, where, like I said, these mother-daughter combos, these sister combos, these cousin combos and shit, that's what's destroying our community. A mama will, girl, we gotta make some money. You think you cute anyway. You be fucking on him, your little boyfriend, but you won't go get that money. Oh, trust me. And see, some of y'all don't want to budge because you don't want to believe, you don't want to admit that that's you or that's your mama or that's your aunt or you don't want to admit that, but it's true. Trust me, I grew up around it. It's all around. Relisha Rudd, a 9-year-old girl, her mother let her stay with the janitor at the shelter. The girl is still missing. The mama ain't locked up. The grandmother ain't locked up. The man killed himself and his wife. When the story got hot, he killed himself and his wife. And now we still don't know to this day what happened to this girl. We do have very innocent, we have innocent victims out there. But the problem is that women don't like to be honest about the shit that we do. So then it overshadows people who really are victims. Sometimes it's easy just to fuck the wrong man and say he raped you. Let's just be real. We don't like to be shamed. We don't like to be made to feel like, I mean, come on, ladies. Y'all who use that rape card is from a man you done fucked and you ain't want to. Girl, take that shit, take the L and keep it moving. But don't say that somebody raped you. I mean, y'all, seriously. We have honesty issues. But like I told y'all a year ago when I did that Funky Dineva video, some of y'all tell too much of y'all business. You do too much shit. You always exposing yourself. Because like I said, I run the streets out at night and put on my work uniform in the morning like I ain't did a motherfucking thing. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have been doing those things. And again, I can't take that pain back away from my parents and my family, but it's the honest truth. It is the honest truth. No matter how bad I was doing, I would never try to make myself look like that in front of my parents. But I never lied on nobody. I didn't lie on anybody. I might not have told it, but I didn't lie.